So my buddy Tigers always get me into trouble. I thought I was done. I really did. I even got the extra iPad kind of thing, tablet with the stand. Got all these different pieces of gear. I got more buttons than I ever need. I mean, it's ridiculous. That's more buttons than most planes actually have. So I don't need any more button boxes. We're good. Got the right pedals. I got the motion simulator. I'm fine. Everything is good. But, as I was mentioning, you can kind of see around it. Now, yay, you can. No big deal. However, I built those stands from scratch. I thought, well, what if I built the whole cage around this type of thing? Kind of encapsulated it. Made it more like a enclosure. So, that's what we're going to try. So a couple thoughts to get started on this. The whole idea, what we're going to do is kind of have to keep an entryway. So we've got about 4 feet here from pretty much from here to here. But we definitely want to have enough space to where I can comfortably get in here and get into the rig. It's already pretty tight space. So if I make it like the walls right here, it's going to be very, very difficult to get in there. So probably going to bring the frame out to about here. Go across. It's going to get challenging because we've got so much other crap here, but try to keep it tight on this corner. Go straight back there and then drop it up around. Now I was going to do this with 1-inch PVC pipe and a whole bunch of elbows and T's and that kind of stuff, and then I was thinking about even putting a what's it called, a bunch of not drapes, but what do they call them? I don't know, whatever, like a drop cloths, not drop cloths, but, like moving blankets or just other different types of things. But I thought if that's going to be flimsy, I thought it would be a lot smarter to use a bunch of 2x4s. So if I use 2x4s, I can actually attach materials very much like this kind of like 1/8 inch, stuff that I can just kind of screw into the wood very, very easily. And I can actually remove it and kind of make it modular. But I can do that, and then I can roll paint onto it. So I've got a huge can of just black paint, just matte black. So I'll be able to paint all of these right here, these surfaces, get all that stuff wrapped up, and then once this thing, it'll be a totally dark enclosure. But the challenge, this is the trick. It's already hard to get in and out of this rig, and it's already hard to kind of maintain it, get in it, and get behind it. So I'd have to be able to crawl underneath and be able to maintain all these cables just in case something went wacky. So this will be a little bit of an endeavor. We're going to see how this works, but essentially I just got to create a wall there and a wall there. Not sure if I'm going to create a back wall. I don't think I will, but if I can structure the 2 beams across for stabilization and then here and then put some feet underneath it, I think it should be fine. I wish the floor was already completed before doing this, because I'm going to have to take the whole thing apart eventually when I get this carpet out of here. So that's the idea. I'm totally going to freehand this. I'm not even going to try to draw it out. I'm just going to put studs on the ground, nail them to the ground. Not nail them to the ground, but you know what I mean. Nail the boards together and just going to start putting it up. We'll see how it goes. So this is the basic idea of the frame. I'm going to follow it back that way and come around here almost kind of like a baseball diamond. And what I'm going to intend to do is this is going to be the entry point right here. So if you want to watch somebody and spectate and whatever, you essentially have the bridges up here, come in here, you'll be able to get in, have plenty of room to stand inside of all this area and stuff like that, so you don't feel too claustrophobic. Still have accessible if I had to get down, get underneath here, maintain something, and then have to do something, probably just drape something over the back, like some kind of a fabric or something like that. The whole main idea is just to put a roof over this type of thing. But I think we should be able to join all these pieces and put up a little kind of mini wall and straighten it out so we can coordinate it. But that's the basic layout I think I'm going to go with. Well, wall 1 is complete. Got everything kind of stabilized. I'm going to keep it a little bit modular for now so we can see which side we want to do. But this is going to be the attachment point for both of these, so that'll keep it level with this thing, and I'll also be able to take it apart if I need to and be able to line it back up with the screw holes. So I think we're going to be fine. So I'm going to attach the panels to this outside piece. I'm going to paint the outside black. But I thought it'd be cooler if I use stuff like this, acoustic foam, on the inside. Give it kind of a more, kind of a immersive type deal. So when the speakers are on, it'll be kind of like almost like a privacy type of deal. So it'll still give me the sound that I'm looking for, but it'll be nice and almost compressed. So let's see what we can do. Get my tape measure and build this other wall. So pretty much all I have to do is get the studs up and put them all together. I can just follow my own instructions here. Cool. Super stoked. All right. Last of the joining boards. So both the walls are up. I've just got to do the little balance platform for that to attach to the TV stand, but this is what it'll be like when you get into it. Plenty of space. All this space for activities. And over here, still have plenty of room to do maintenance, be able to get behind the wall if I have to get to an HDMI cable, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, man, this is going to be rad. I don't think that this was completely necessary. I could have just painted everything in this house black. That would have probably saved a little bit of money, but come on, when you walk into this thing, it's going to be ridiculous. Hell yeah. Alrighty, got the roof put in. Got the joining sections here. Walk underneath, no problem. And got the risers for the platform, which we're going to put on there. That is wicked. Super, super happy. Done deal. All right. So we are ready to put up that particle board stuff. Well, it's like a whatever, cork board, whatever thing. But we're going to put the sound foam on the inside of this, put it up on there, and rock and roll. Yeah, I was just making sure that the wood was not going to be floppy, but this is definitely floppy material. It's bowed in substantially. Not really worried about that because I'm just going to go ahead and put some 2x4s and some cross braces over here just to put those up. We'll figure those things, we'll scab those things in. That's not a big deal. We'll pop those things up. But you can see, even if we just took this right here, pop it up like this, you can see how much of a difference it makes just from there to there. So if we do some kind of cross section here, which we got plenty of lumber left for, just go from here to there and there to there, there to there, there to there. But yeah, we'll put some beams wherever they need them. But it's getting there. It's getting there. I'm super happy. Yo! All right, the structure's done. Got the roof racks on so we can suspend all of the plates on top. I was going to screw it from underneath, but it's not really that much lower than where the ceiling is. And if I put that acoustic foam, it's going to be right kind of butt up against that. So I don't think I want to mount it from the bottom. It's going to be a little harder to do that anyways, but the acoustic foam will be up here. So if I put the foam down, it'll just be like, I'll be hitting my head basically. So, but that's it. We'll join everything together and it's looking like a structure. Yeah, it's kind of my first playhouse, but I didn't necessarily do it by code. I just did what I could get in the back of an SUV, and I joined plates together, and they're not going to be supporting anything thicker than this. It's 8-inch board. So, but yeah, we should be rocking and rolling soon. Got the panels up, getting closer to the end, and that's what it's going to kind of look like from back here. So it's just the entryway from that. So all the ugly stuff at the top is going to be kind of covered. And all this is going to get painted black. Kind of a matte black, but we can see definitely feels more like an enclosure now. And again, this is what's going to have the studio foam all over it and stuff. So you're not going to see any of these 2x4s, and the ceiling's going to be the same. But it is coming along. Let's see what it looks like from over here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. That is neat. Just in case you guys were wondering what tools I use to do all this, basically just a handsaw and obviously I had to use a miter saw, but just basically a Phillips head, a drill bit, and a multi-tool, and a square, pen, tape measure, some screws. Now, it is done. That was no easy feat. I know you guys are thinking there's going to be some bleed there, but I have to have some kind of ventilation in here because the computer is going to get hot, and that's the return for the AC, so I need to punch a hole into my drywall and steal from the unit. I do have right up here, a vent that's kind of aiming towards me. I know, is it aiming towards me? No, it's actually aiming the other way. So I got to flip that vent, see if I can get the air directed in this way. But we'll see. I mean, once this thing gets cooking, it's probably going to put out a lot of heat. So I want to make sure that I get some air in here. But that's about it. Got to run that strip light. I'm still waiting for the foam to come in the mail, and then the rest of it's just making it purty. That's my stretchies. There she is. Minusing some decals and some artwork on the walls and stuff like that. Everything is done. So you got all framed and colored. And show you how we finished it out. And painted the back wall as well, just to black out some of the stuff. Again, I had to leave the back wall open. You can see that there's some color from the lights, but you can see, turn this off. See, it's just black in the background. So that white that you can see right there is just the baseboard. We just decided not to keep that. We got a little bit of carpet, but all of the furniture is now blacked out, and it's pretty cool in here. Also, the sound in here, you can tell, is much more dead versus if I come out here, you can hear a bit of an echo. So what we did to do that, I got to turn on a little bit of light because you can see these panels. The clever idea of just going to Harbor Freight and just getting some moving blankets for $5 a piece, and they deaden the room and they cover all of the beams and spaces that are up. So that's what we did for that. So when you see when it's inside here, it's pretty kind of muffled effect, which is actually really cool. So I actually have the Arctic Pro headphones, so I use that for the most part all the time, so I can just listen to the entire game plus in-comms and all that kind of stuff through there. But I have those powered monitors down here with a sound card, so I can listen to the in-game comms here, but if I want to have the helicopter sounds and explosions and all that kind of stuff go through here, I can keep this kind of dead. It's not going to disturb anybody. I finally clamped those things on because they fell off a million times. I just could not get them to stay for whatever reason. But everything is buttoned down, tied up. We'll go ahead and turn it on. I'll show you what it looks like all powered up. So here it is in all its glory. So I just did a cold start real quick in the Kiowa just to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like inside. See how much peripheral. So this is like the seating position. So this is what it would kind of look like if you were just in the cockpit. Your eyes would be way behind you all the way around. So it feels pretty one-to-one. You can see the size of the screens in front of me, my head with the size of the screens in front of the actual thing. Feels pretty, and it's a little offset obviously because you can jump from seat to seat. This is what the other seat would look like. But either way, we can always zoom in and out as we see fit and kind of get into it. But yeah, that was a hell of a friggin' battle plan there. Really happy this thing worked out the way it did. One of the things that I had to do is I had to flip that vent. I can actually feel the cold air blowing right into here, which is right on me, so I can actually feel it like right here on my hand. So this is going to be much, much better. So it'll fill this with cold air, so that's going to help. But anyways, that was a lot of fun. So you can see there's a little bit of ambient light from here, from the back. It shakes, a little bit, but with the screens on, you can see even from back here, you can't really see any reflection. Just a little bit, which you can see moving side to side. You see the windows kind of like right there, but they're very, very subtle. You got to be spot on. But just kind of almost being in front of them, you just don't even see it. But this was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Damn! Holy shit! Holy hell! Oh shit! Oh my god! What the? Holy shit! Holy damn! Seriously! Jesus Christ! You have no idea. This whole motion rig is like insane. Holy shit.